Oh, right, it's just from in the menu. Okay. I just want to make sure the audio actually works this time around, because apparently I was having issues with it last time. Oh, Boone finally stopped reloading. If you missed the last episode, he was just in a constant reload animation. Right, so what did we do last time? What did I do last time? At the Boulder City, did that, sort of everything. Talked to Milo and be like, hey yo, we're not killing people, fuck you. You're a twat. Do a bit of that. Find burning at the top, so I will do that at some point. Probably not right now, because I've just found Vault 34. Which I believe is the vault that Doc Mitchell came out of. Alrighty. Hey, Bernie here.
Almost. That's the last of the ammo.
Hey, Bernie. Because I've been watching other people play for them in Vegas lately. Whereabouts is the actual vault itself? It said it was Vault 34, first floor. But I came in here.
Can't run from me.
Evidently it's not. Oh, fuck. How many geckos?
Eat this. I can't feel all my limbs.
Oh, fully grown. Oh, shit's going down. I'm not sure this is really the vault that fucking Mitchell and shit came from. Let me just... Alright, that's Vault 13. No, Mitchell came from Vault 21, wasn't it? Where the fuck came from Vault 34 then? What am I thinking? Am I dumb? Jesus, I know where he comes from. There. Vault 34 is occurring again.
Eat this.
That's empty. Oh, fuck me. Why are you following me? I don't know what I just picked up. Oh, I'm nearly dead. I think oh. Oh, it was Chris Havisham that came from Vault 34, wasn't it? Yeah, it definitely got corrupted. Please help me out.
Can't run from me.
Jesus. That's fine, I'll just take this back. Oh. We've not done a stealth run. This ain't worth it. So it turns out since Chris Havisham fucking left the vault, the reactor fell apart and then fucking people died. Apparently. Jesus Christ. I love in the chat at the moment, I was gonna pull it up on my phone. Just after I get out of here. That was not worth the radiation. Alright. What are we doing? Confront Brenny at the Tapes Casino. Alright. Oh, right, because I got sidetracked, didn't I? Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was heading to New Vegas. And I got sidetracked. Is that the road? It is the road. Well, that's... Oh, right, chat, right. Yep. Apologies. Pulling that up right now. Stream manager, hello. Alright, so chat is now open. So if you say anything, I will be able to see it now. Apologies for not doing that. When I started. Yeah, that's Geckos. I thought it was more rats, was it? Where's Boone? Why is Boone over here? Boone, why
Can't run from me.
Why is Boone stuck? Boone, why are you stuck? Stuck is not helping right now. Oh, okay. Just... That was convenient. I was doing. What is it like a little thing?
Fine by me. Fine by me.
I'm gonna just do something dumb real quick.
Hey there.
Alright, finally New Vegas anyway. Apologies if I'm distracted at the moment. Oh, hello.
You're in luck, stranger. You just happen to be talking to the most successful bodyguard in all of Freeside.
What are you trying to flip?
And I just happen to be available at the moment. 100 caps gets you a piece.
Don't really need a bodyguard, I got a boon.
Are you sure? Well, don't say you weren't warned.
No, I got a boon. Don't need a bodyguard.
Yeah. Looking for a fix, man? Have a look, baby.
Invited me to a party 2 times. Alright, well, I haven't talked to you in the longest time. And last time I did, you were poo butthole. Yeah, his brand of shit is just bullshit.
See ya.
Right. 'Cause most playthroughs are game kill.
What is it?
Like most playthroughs, I just go, it's like, you know what? Boop.
Okay.
Does the name Benny mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Fair enough. I have a different question.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Vegas?
It's NCR land for the most part. We tamed it. Now we're settling it. A lot of people complain about it, but they forget what it was like before we showed up. It's a lot of territory to secure. Too much, even for a big army like the NCR's.
How do you feel about the NCR?
Coming east was about securing the land so people could live without fear. It's not always that simple, but I think the cause is still right. And God help us if they lose.
Any thoughts about fucking, depending on where you're from, Caesar's Legion or Kaiser's Legion?
Yeah, lots of thoughts. All about the best ways to kill them.
That's fair.
What is it?
Why don't I exit the conversation? That's fine. I had nothing more to say. Oh, by the way, proof that I don't need a bodyguard.
Found you. Eat this.
Oh yeah, he shot his fucking head off. Vegas and also cost a credit check, which I don't have enough credit for capture. I'd like to help those kids out, but oh. One thing that'd be interesting for the stream. Oh, hello.
Howdy.
Who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
What are you doing with the followers?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse.
Yeah.
I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
But you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Let's talk about something else, shall we?
What do you have in mind?
Got any advice?
Time you enjoy wasting isn't wasted time.
It's like my whole philosophy on life. I had some questions.
And I may have answers.
Fuck it. This is me. Jesus. Actually, you know what? That's not gonna make a good fucking content. Neither nor Sonic Roy. No, that's not. Why are they sleeping? It's. Oh, the stars are red. Okay. Get a quick nap.
Hey.
Oh, hey, it's Julie Farkas.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
In medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
You got yourself a deal. Seems like you need a steady supply, just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Which merchants? Which merchants might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
You got yourself a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. What do you want to talk about?
It's pretty rough in Freeside.
More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
Well, being the pacifist that I am, I reckon I could probably help out. Is that something about helping addicts?
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
I'll see what I can do to help him.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
Alright, let's go. It is fucking. So I got a couple hours before I'm fucking going to bed. Which is why I decided to stream tonight.
Hello there.
Bonjour.
You're mine.
Shit, that shit gets- Yeah, actually, shoot him. Because now that it'll all be streamed. Hey, Jay.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
fuck is that you could use some help?
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
That's pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
He's supplying you.
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. But my damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Again, how I've usually done it, I've usually just shot things. Because, fuck this guy. This
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
As I said, he's a fucking scumbag. You trying to kill him?
Those fools are from NCR. I love seeing those squatters in agony. We were doing just fine before those shits came here and made a mess of things. We don't need NCR eggheads wandering around confusing things.
NCR snipers turning her up behind me. It's not a very good choice of words.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
So the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down.
Wait, man, you can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those 2 anymore. Talk to you later. So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
Here's that dealer. Yeah, you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now!
I need help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Combination of fixes, cycle, and buff out. Good Watch out, good speech. Jacob, be strong. We just need support of your friends to get
I
through this.
think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Page was definitely the better option. It's like... Last thing you need is more fucking DMs.
All your shopping needs. Stop by Mick and Ruff's for all your shopping needs, sir.
Yeah, you think that the guy from Mick and Rouse would actually be closer to this one?
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
See, right, 'cause she's here, the Atomic Wrangler. You can see the Atomic Wrangler. It's right there. And this guy.
You want someone dead? Real?
Where you need to go. Let's talk. We're on time.
Come on, man, I'm dying here.
Bill, Julie, and the rest of your friends miss you. I need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
And that's all that he had to say. Oh, he was an alcoholic. No, I fucking know this, bro.
Hungry? Thirsty? You cover.
Sounds like me when I get started.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Oh, alright. These kids are still going after their dinner. Julie!
Welcome.
Helps with that addiction problem you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
One of the things in. If I wanted to count things in,
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
said you spare some supplies.
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or rataway?
I'll go right away.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
I have medical supplies.
Great. What do you have? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? Thanks. Anything else? Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
What else am I to do? Oh. Actually, you know what I should? That's not far.
Morning. Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling.
E7.
Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say? Want some?
Until you tell me where you get the food from.
I have my little helpers out and about, always looking for fresh things to add to the stew pot. You may have seen them around somewhere yourself. Now deny your hunger no longer.
Ah, alright now, thanks.
You'll be back.
Hello.
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth... Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease, you hire a king. Yes.
Hey.
Howdy.
Morning.
Wait, I forgot. Where did he die?
If you're looking to buy or sell, you've come to the right man.
You answered some questions for me?
Maybe. What do you want to know?
Where does Crimson Caravan get its merchandise?
Trade routes, my friend. Trade routes. Just about every major town in the wasteland has a Crimson Caravan branch in it.
Where are you from?
A little place in the NCR called Oak Creek. Used to be a farming town until it got taken over by ranchers. I didn't want to herd Brahmin for a living, so I signed on with the Crimson Caravan and headed east. Not much to tell, really.
You caravans ever have any trouble from bandits?
Out here, we usually split our caravans into smaller bands. That way, we don't lose everything if they get hit. It's not very efficient, though. But hopefully, we'll be able to start running larger caravans once things get civilized.
It's true. You.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you?
Bitch.
Certainly. What would you like to know? The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR. Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market, and the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes.
Who addresses this place?
Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, it's not hard to see why. I'll change all that soon enough.
Any more questions? Moving forward.
I'm afraid we have no current opening.
I'll take it. What do I need to do?
Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran.
in the kiosk near our factory.
So you work for the gun runners?
For around 5 years now. I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff.
Who are the gun runners?
Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories.
Any chance I can get a tour of the gun runner factory?
None whatsoever. Everything inside the fence is off limits, and the guards have strict orders to shoot to kill. A lot of our high-end weaponry comes from pre-war military schematics. If our competition got a hold of them, it'd be bad for business.
So for obvious reasons, if I ever do like an evil character playthrough, it'll be the first time I ever go into the fucking gun runners factory, because I've never actually gone in there. Who's in charge of the gun runners?
Out here, we don't have bosses. Me, the gunsmiths, and the guards all know what we're supposed to be doing. Working for the gun runners is a sweet job. None of us would dare screw it up.
Okay.
Later.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction.
Fine by me.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Eventually I'll get this way soon.
Fine by me.
Welcome, sir or madam.
And luck that I'm broke.
Fine by me.
All I can think about now is going back home.
Oh.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
Need help?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though. I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research, not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you. This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors, The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
You a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
What's your role?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible. Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Yes, I'd say so.
A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you.
Reach out, good man.
I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated. Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should do?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
What do you think the NCR's chances are against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
That's true about society today.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office. Yes? Something?
I have an invoice for you from Alice Lafferty.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Said you were the director of OSI?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
You doing all these things yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
It's got as a food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
What other responsibilities does this office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
You control the dam?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
Fantastic.
Yes, that was it. Exactly.
No, that was me. I fixed it last.
I see. Of course you did.
You're a cunt.
Yes. Goodbye.
You're a cunt.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, he didn't mention it.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. Right. Good luck.
Right, so I will clarify, I will keep that quest for next time. Next stream. Won't be doing that tonight. Very interesting. And then he can tell me to go over there. Yep. That's fucking annoying.
Welcome back.
I delivered the invoice, just as you asked.
Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
What other work do you have about?
As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths.
I want to know more about the problem with Henry Jameson.
The Jamesons are very wealthy ranchers back in Redding, California, and significant investors in the Crimson Caravan Company. I was pressured into posting young Henry as the manager of the New Vegas branch. As you can see, he wasn't exactly cut out for the job. He was much more interested in gambling and prostitutes, and because of his family, I can't simply fire him. Henry needs to be convinced to quit, one way or another. I won't have a useless employee on the company payroll.
Tell me about the negotiation.
There's a small trading outfit, Cassidy Caravans, that I'm interested in acquiring. They've been rather competitive, so it's time to buy them out. I have it on good authority that the owner, Cass, wants out of the caravan business. Cass frequently trades with the NCR, so you'll likely find her at the Mojave outpost.
Yep, already met Cass. That's how I got here. What's the gunrunner job about?
The quality of the gunrunner's armaments is due to their manufacturing process. They craft all weapons on site. I want to know the secrets of their manufacturing process, which means you'll need to find some way to get inside their heavily guarded factory. I would greatly prefer that you perform this job undetected and without killing anyone, if it can be helped.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Was there something else?
Hello.
Yeah, usually I'll just straight up turn it down for the gunrunner fucking job, because I'm just like, I don't have the stealth for it, I don't have the patience for it.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
The amount of times I hear that line.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind?
Crimson Caravan sent me. They want to buy out your caravan.
They want to buy Cassidy Caravans? Don't they know it's burned to ash? No. Even times being what they are. Not sure I'm looking to sell. Even for all the whiskey in Reno.
What happened to your caravan?
Mojave happened. Hit by raiders packing some heavy firepower. Can't believe the Crimson Caravan haven't heard. So if you want to buy all of Cassidy Caravans, you're looking at it. And what I got in my pockets. Still, as little as that is, not looking to sell.
So even if you have nothing, you won't sell?
If someone came up to you and offered you 1,000 caps for your name, would you take it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to hear your answer anyway. Point is, I made the caravan what it is. It's mine.
I have the offer letter here, the terms of...
Alice McLafferty, eh? No, I see the zeros, and I know she's good for them. Still, it's not about the money. Dad'd spin like a twister if he ever heard I sold our name for anything.
Are you sure?
Look, I know you came all this way, and that takes some drive, especially these days. Just doesn't feel right, trading history for a slip of paper.
Yeah, place is the last place you want to be. You want to be trapped.
That's a good point. It's the caravan clearance that's got me stuck here. I'm sure this bar's getting tired of propping me up. Give me that paper. I'll put my name to it. No sense trying to hold the past between your fingers when it's nothing but dirt. All right. There you go. Caravan's yours. Feel kind of relieved, actually. Guess I didn't realize how much I was carrying around with just the name.
What will you do now?
No idea. Maybe head back west? Though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing.
There's other places to go.
Where? Like Vegas? Shoot and spit enough friends out. East? Get put in one of Caesar's little camps? No thanks. Head back west? I already know the big circle and everyone in it, except now I go back there ruined. Never really realized how small the Mojave's getting nowadays. Hard to find a place to go that's worthwhile.
Could come with me.
You got one too many by my count.
Never mind, I'll be on.
You take care now.
69 minutes.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Ready?
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
Okay, bye, Bill. Alright, where's the dickhead? You had to sit down at one of the slot machines, didn't you, you dickhead?
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
I'm going to talk about ending your employment with the Crimson Caravan Company.
Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says, my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble?
So you don't have the Emeritus money yet. I'll have to let them know something about that.
What? No, wait. Look, I just need time. Don't rat me out to them. You want me to quit the Crimson Caravan? Fine, I quit. You can tell McLafferty that she won't see my face again.
Welcome back.
Crimson Caravan Company no longer has to worry about Henry Jameson.
Yes, I understand that he's decided to quit outright and not even ask for compensation. I'm a bit curious what exactly you said to him. Then again, perhaps I'd rather not know. Thank you all the same. I'm very happy to be rid of that man.
Cassidy Caravans has been bought out and now is part of the Crimson Caravan Company.
Very good. On occasion, it's proven to be more profitable in the long run to simply buy out the competition. And this is one of those occasions.
You'll have to find someone else with a gun runner job. That's not something I do.
I understand. No hard feelings. But you will, of course, keep our conversation on the matter strictly confidential.
When I come back to do the other playthrough that I'm planning to do.
Something has actually come up. A prospector recently came through here and spent a lot of caps on supplies. Closer inspection of these caps has revealed them to be brand new. This is a problem. The most likely source of these new caps is the old sarsaparilla bottling plant. Go there, locate the bottle cap press, and disable it. What would you like to know? People have been counterfeiting bottle caps forever, but it's always been small scale. A bottle cap press is a whole other threat. We can't have anyone devaluing our currency by mass-producing new bottle caps.
Need bottle caps ever made?
Certainly. Bottle caps do wear out or get damaged. Some people even insist on using bottle caps in explosive devices for some reason. We make it a point to scour pre-war bottling plants and recover or disable the bottle cap presses. Seems we missed one.
What makes a bottle cap genuine?
Lots of little things. The paint on the label, the machining, the type of metal it's made from. I know there's counterfeit caps floating around, of course. Fortunately, they're very time-consuming to make, so the numbers are small.
The Crimson Caravan's the biggest merchant outfit in the wasteland.
Again, I might be a pacifist, but there's some shit that goes on.
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time around.
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time.
For anyone that's obviously played New Vegas before, you know exactly what I'm about to do.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if it's possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
No intent, I wanted to pay my respects.
You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Hey.
Look, Rexy. Someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what. You do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy.
Yep.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my men tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
What's up?
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Link tire. I don't know, that's just been in my head the last couple minutes. I don't know.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
We don't need a bodyguard just crossing the Freeside.
Just look around. People here are as like to stab you as say hello. That is, if I weren't at your side.
How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Alright. I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
I like how he mentioned all this after taking your money.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever knew their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out. Don't let them scare you. If they don't outnumber you 5 to 1, you'll be... Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
You mean those men right there? Alright, so I'll probably keep the string going for another half an hour, roughly. Because I'm gonna be able to go get some food.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
We only fired 3 shots and there were 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
Just give me all your money, I'll tell and stuff.
I think I'll keep my money, thanks. You take that fanciful tale of yours wherever you'd like.
Yeah, so they're all still alive.
Don't distract me. I need to focus all my senses. Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire. I've got to get back to see if any customers are waiting. Don't bother me right now. I've got to get back to see if any customers are waiting.
Alright, so take notes next time. Medical medicine is 30. Speech is like 50. Intelligence is 6. Medicine is 30. And barter is 50. Taking notes that I'll not actually write down at all. And completely forget about. But the medicine does come.
What do you have for me?
Arthur the fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then. I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
Well, they never run away?
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Hi.
I just realized I barely have any caps again because I fucking spent my gun. If I hadn't done shit, I would have been able to. If I hadn't bought that gun, I would have been able to do other shit by now.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Watch the slots. They're robbery.
Hello.
what I was doing.
Hello. What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
Oh, fuck yeah. King has been looking to your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Why are you sitting on your chair sideways, sir? I do not understand. Oh, wow. Well, I just got raided. Yeah, mute that now so I don't have an echo in my voice. That's fucking sick. Thanks, that dude. Party of 10 people. Alright. Technically... Yeah, no, this alright, he's straight up sideways.
Wayne, it's okay.
He's not even sideways, he's through the back of the chair. Yeah, so my only weapon is binoculars. What the f... How did... Excuse me?
Hello.
You just gonna act like that didn't happen? We're just acting like that didn't happen? Okay, bye!
Hello there.
Alright, anyway.
Tell the king we thank him for looking out for us.
That true? Did the king really...
Alright, well now the people are actually here and watching, I'm just gonna make it more entertaining.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant
Like, the moment
sometimes.
that I actually have people watching. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't know that. Alright, well, funny enough, like, I'll probably be streaming for another 20 minutes or so, because, like, I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. So, 20 minutes.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell.
Up to an hour, depending on how things go. But yeah, so I've been mostly playing this, I've been entirely playing this as a pacifist. That's fair enough, Potato God. Alrighty. I do fucking appreciate that, man. That's fucking sick that you actually did that. Well, we've got a couple people lurking and leaving. I can't speak English. Alright, so my only weapon, the entire playthrough that I've had has just been this pair of binoculars.
You looking for trouble?
And obviously Boone has kind of turned into a bit of a steampunk knight. That was literally just recently as well.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
The local men were attacked by soldiers. One of them was identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
To be fair, I probably would hug somebody or something, because I'm playing as a pacifist right now. Just notice the placement is certain, where I've got like the layout and everything on the screen. It's kind of like blocks a couple things, but you know, it's fine. Like, it doesn't look major. It's like the one annoying thing that like about playing as a pacifist that I didn't realize is that I can't kill that I'd usually kill, and I can't like go kill that rat, for example. Because I usually like shoot the rat to help out the kids, and I usually just shoot Dixon in the face because he's a fucking scumbag. And it was like I was coming along doing this, and I'm just like, oh yeah, right, I can't actually fucking kill him. Because that'd break my only rules about this.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, friend.
Do you know anything about the NCR soldiers here in Freeside?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
The king thinks like... Yeah. The king thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, that was it. That's interesting. Oh, wow. So obviously, like, I'm not exactly too good with the whole streaming premise yet. I'm trying to get better at it, so I do apologize for any lack of options. Like, I know that Chromis, I'm not sure how to say your name properly. Cool fucking dude, came across that because I literally just searched up Fallout New Vegas and just started watching him. It was his first playthrough, and I was like, no, I'm fucking sick. Fucking watch this shit. It's always interesting to me to find out, like, people's perspective on playing the game for the first time. Like, see if their experiences are at all similar to my own. And in the case of Chromis, it definitely is a... I think it was a lever action shotgun I gave it.
Need of a good meal. You wouldn't happen to be an NCR citizen, would you?
Sure I am.
Now, it's not that I don't believe you, but I'm gonna have to give you a little quiz to verify your citizenship status. That okay with you?
Lay it on me.
That's a good attitude. I'm sure you'll do fine. These are just a few questions that just about anyone in the NCR would know. All right, here we go. First question. Who was the most popular president in NCR history? Peterson, Tibbet, Kimball, or Tandy?
Kimball, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. Okay, second question. What was the original name of the NCR capital? Aradesh, Shady Sands, the Boneyard, or Vault 13?
I think it was Aradesh. Or Shady Sands. I'm gonna give it.
Right. Fine then, last question. What animal is on...
Two-headed bear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gotta try again?
I'm not really Did you want to...
Candy.
Uh-huh. Okay, second question.
Boneyard.
Right.
Two-headed bear. Again, I could have used my fucking powder.
I'm sure some don't, but the loyal ones do. And that's who we're in. Still, you've got a fire in you that tells me you're one of us and just screwed up. So I'll let you take the test again.
Does anyone actually know the answers to this? Because I don't remember. Oh, it is Tandy. Aradesh?
Right.
Oh, what? Oh wait, does it? It must block out the fucking incorrect answers. Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I've already done all these. Shady Sands.
Right.
Two-headed bear.
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
Uh-huh. Right.
Alright, this time I'm gonna deliberately, like, get... Oh, no, that's not... Screw it. Screw it. Alright, so Tandy.
Uh-huh. Okay, second question.
Shady Sands.
Right.
Two-headed bear.
Good. You passed with flying colors. I told you it'd be fine. I
So I
expect
was
you're wanting to
literally,
know
like,
about
that
that meal
close.
then, huh?
Like,
We're
almost every
located
time
up
where
by
I
the
was,
old
like,
train
actually
station
trying
in the
to do it.
northwest part of town. Just tell the guards Hope, and they'll let you through. Best of luck to you.
Mickey Mouse was all the way... Oh, where is Mickey Mouse? I actually don't remember. This kid is my point. So it doesn't make sense to me why there's the kid for Mick and Ralph's standing right there, nowhere near the store. Did you get these two? She's for the Atomic Wrangler. The Atomic Wrangler right there. He's from fucking Silver Rush right there. What's with the kid doing? Fucking. Yeah, so like I am trying to stream this like semi regularly. So like I try to like stream at least once a week. So for right now it's a Thursday for me. Like I'll try to stream over the weekend. There's some days where I'm just like, you know, work is fucked. I can't be fucked. And so I just don't. Consistent schedule, so it's like right now it's 7:52 p.m. I usually start streaming at about 9 p.m. after I get off work, and then I'll stream for like those 3 days, and then take a short break from it, and then come back to it.
Hold up. What's the password?
Here to see Major Kieran, an urgent business. Please let me pass.
If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
Pretty sure I can just go back and like continually talk to him.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
Or talk to both of them.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
You were the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from.
Thanks for the food.
You're quite welcome. If you meet anyone who needs food or water in the area, please tell them about this place. Yes? Was there something?
Do you serve food to the locals as well?
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Guess what I was ready wouldn't get served.
You were right. But here, take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret. Yes? Was there something else?
Why don't you serve food to the locals?
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation.
Julie Farkas told me to ask. She said it was important.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
And the king refused?
In a manner of speaking. Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Well then. He'd like to wait until I get there and be like, you better not fucking say shit. You talk shit, you get smacked.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Oh,
hey
here it is.
there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
What's my silence worth to you?
You're a bastard after my own heart. Here, this should do it.
Thanks, I'll keep this warm while I tell the story to the king.
Why, you're just lucky I got something important to take care of.
You literally
we'll settle this later.
Literally would have done the same to me. Don't act like you wouldn't.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm a pacifist, doesn't mean I'm a good person.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
NCR is distributing supplies in a building by the old train station.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They're only handing out to NCR citizens.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
Oh, okay. Just appeared.
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Alright, Brittany, get us this guy. So the Pacifists run and fall in Vegas. Hello. It like mostly works out my regular playstyle.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
I do apologize if the stream is a bit laggy at times. Like, my fucking internet provider is dog shit, and I'm trying to get that sorted.
Why the hell are you here? I got the...
Yeah, you seem to have it really under control there. Oh, I've got his fucking binoculars! Fuck's sake. All these troopers down here and they got a mission.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The king wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
It wasn't him, he didn't even know the envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Weavers Jeebus. Always good to see you. I'm certainly trying not to.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting.
I hate that you made
You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
I don't know why that's a thing. Alright, so that quest I won't be doing until my next stream, which will be at some point.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
Where'd you get the robot dog?
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
Is there something wrong with him?
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
Can they do anything?
No, they said they don't have the tools to help him.
Is he going to be okay?
For now, but they said eventually he's going to get worse. I don't know what to do.
Can I help somehow?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. Ask away. Caps are a little tight these days, but with our guards making more and those supplies coming in, I reckon I can spare some.
You know, you have a point. Actually, because I'm gonna be messing about with like side quests and shit when I come back in the next stream. You know, I gave you the lead pipe. I didn't expect you to actually use the lead pipe, you know what I mean?
Here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Why wouldn't I go past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Thanks for the free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
What's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Courier. I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Butcher? How did you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
That sounds odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. The sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying, "Told you so."
At that point, I don't think you need to say it, you know? I don't think it's necessary at that point. I think it's pretty obvious.
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
Well, that's horrible.
Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
So you said escort? Like an armed guard?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore.
So you got paid for sex?
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
So, gunfire.
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Alright, so that's all I wanted to do with Ben. Like, I just wanted to...
Or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
That guy's just running for
Exterminate.
you do just try to make it the doors like. It's like you hit there and it's just like, ah, well, you tried.
Howdy, partner. You
And it's
come
Victor.
for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
What are you doing here?
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance.
Well, I've got other shit to
Just
do.
head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner. Don't you dawdle, little doggy. Mr. House isn't someone you want to go about snubbing. He'll be waiting.
Gonna have words with your commanding officer after this.
Why do they call it a monorail?
Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
You, Victor.
I see you brought a friend. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
No problem. Hold up yourself.
Come back soon now.
Alright, so I'll give it another 20 minutes just to like wrap up the stream. Because I do want to go get food.
Where to, partner?
Where else I can go right now?
Penthouse floor.
It's almost like be confusing trying to like remember the label the way you actually need to go.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
What can you tell me about New Vegas?
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the three families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the three families.
They're just new money, sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Yeah, the only reason I'm talking to Jane is because nobody ever talks to Jane. Wait.
Well, hello, sugar. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
One of these days I'll actually go
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Never seen anything like this place.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo, I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress.
I don't think so, because, like, despite them being beanbag rounds, you're still technically doing harm, so... Because the whole point in being a pacifist is you're doing no harm. Or at least, trying your best to not indirectly cause harm either.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
That's why I've made my only weapon a thing of binoculars. And like any weapons and ammo and shit that I pick up, I just hand straight over to Boone. It's just like, cuts all the technicalities out of it.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
What do you propose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
I need to level up before I decide.
What did you wish to know?
How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
What would my tech skills be if I was a Fallout character? I'd probably say speech. Let me actually look at the skills so I can Oh my god. Let me actually look at the things. So yeah, I'd say speech, definitely one of them. I'd say speech, melee weapons, and I'd have to go Vada, really. It's realistically, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm definitely not a pacifist, but, I'm a fucking asshole.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring...
So I forgot that, what kind of a Fallout character would I be?
Casino floor.
Oh, I like to... Oh, you have tag skills with science, speech, and art. Those are pretty good skills. I think the fucking double Fallout character I would be. I'm not entirely sure.
Hey, you there? I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
So I just get here and everyone wants to meet me, apparently. What kind of follow code?
I've got your back.
That is actually an excellent question. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Like, with the fact that I don't like people and I don't particularly like talking to people, I'd probably be a bit like Boom.
Check that out. He just left the lucky 30. And he looks good to me, too.
And like helping out and all the shit. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to end it there. I've just had something come up. It's been brought to my attention, so I'm gonna have to end the stream there. But feel free to follow me. Feel free to like come back and watch the rest of the streams and shit. Yeah, enjoy the content. Anything that you miss is going to be on YouTube. So, alright. Well, thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for being here. Alright, I'm going to end it there. Alright. Good night, everybody.